Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 508 here at Spear Physical Therapy. Just finished up PMT course with rock tape, and while we're kind of messing around, here with my man Joe, right? Joe is also a PT, and we started messing around with some banded distraction drills that are involved in the course, and we realized that we can, that through a little manipulation of hip distraction, we can also get a really good mobilization for the quadratus femorum. We know the quadratus femorum QL is a hip hiker, so yeah, so kind of work us through that. What we see here is we see a lower attachment with a fairly thick jump stretch band. The way that Joe set this up, he's so damn quick, all right? Starts from the back of the heel, flops one side over, flops the other side over. That locks that in like that. And then he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna shoot backwards, all right? Now, that's gonna give us this distraction, this long axis distraction. But it doesn't help us with the QL that much, right? Not until what happens?
We try to take this right over to the side.
Right, so we take it right over to the side, and notice what happens is right now he's kind of sitting on his elbow. So he's preloading himself into a lateral flexion. He'd be the same way as if I was like this, right? So if I was to hike my hip, what happens? I shorten my shoulder and my hip together. If I was to go away, then I don't, right? So when Joe's down here like this, he's preloaded into a lateral flex position. It's already gonna give him a little bit of tension on this downward hip, on this downward QL. And then from right there, what kind of goes on? Explain this, walk me through this.
Then we can prop up to get more tension through the lateral line and the QL. We can even add some oscillations back and forth. Make it your own. Depends on where you feel the stretch. So I feel it right here. I'm gonna rock in and out of here. I might add a couple of hip hikes and depressions here.
So you're kind of like just doing like a little creative exploration, finding those tight fibers, and just kind of nicely, nudgely working on them. That's my word. That's my word of the day. Nudgely working on them. So how long would you spend inside like this little thing?
Depends on what I'm going after. Maybe a pre-warm up, maybe just a couple of reps, 1 to 10, just to really get that activation going. If I want to reduce some tone in there, I might stay there for 30 seconds up to 2 minutes. Depends on really what I'm after during that day. If it's a mobility day, spend a little more time. Go after that tissue tension until you feel an adaptable change. So would you, if you're warming up for an exercise, you got a little tight back, you would have reduced amount of time versus if you're doing like a hardcore mobility day where you're gonna spend like some good quality time in there? That's kind of what you're saying? All right. Absolutely. Totally understand. So guys, try this out. Get yourself a band, get some distraction on this bottom leg here. Preload yourself into a laterally flexed position. Hike the hip a little bit. Let the band draw you down. Let that hip kind of sink down like that. Get some tension on this bottom hip and see how that works for you. Spend a lot of time there if it's a mobility day, a little bit of time there if you're just warming up for some technique. Sounds about right? Joe. Thank you so much. I appreciate why we missed that hit. Thank you so much. Guys, until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.